President Obama's a genius, right? He's a genius. And I wouldn't understand his political genius. So I guess he just wants to bring his ratings down all the way near zero before he bounces all the way back to prove what a genius he is, right? Now, I told him, don't work with Lieberman. I said, don't trust Coburn. I told him all these different things, right? And like he's listening to me. It's not me, it's all of us progressives who are like, hey, why don't you do what you said you were going to do to get elected? That might work to get reelected. Think about it, right? But no. Now he's going to do something else, and he's going to agree with the Republicans, tax cuts for the rich, etc. So how you doing on the economy? Let me see. Approval rating on the economy in a poll out today, Gallup poll, 26%. How's agreeing with the Republicans working out for you? 26%. What's his disapproval rating on the economy? 71%. How's that working out for you? Yeah, give more tax cuts to the rich, do more spending cuts, and I'm sure it'll all be lovely. I know, he's a political genius. I don't understand this third-dimensional chess. I thought 26% approval, 71% disapproval on the most important issue sucked. But then I must be stupid. I must not understand politics. All these things that I've been saying for the last couple of years, hey, I'm a dummy. Obama's such a genius. That's why he's at 26% approval on the economy. My small mind can't comprehend it. Oh, but you know what? He said that he was going to do the deficit cutting, and then that would improve his numbers with independence on the deficit issue. How's he doing on that? Oh, he was at 32% earlier, and now he's at 24%. That's even worse than his numbers on the economy. But wait a minute, I thought if you compromised with the Republicans and gave them everything you wanted, that number was going to skyrocket up. What did I miss, genius? What did I miss? Is 24% a good number? Did you not compromise enough? Look, not only did you give them 100%, $2.5 trillion in cuts, now which, by the way, you're proposing to make larger, you're dying to make it $4 trillion in cuts, you didn't get a single dollar in revenue increases, and now you're on a bus tour through the country talking about how, oh, you are the great compromiser, you compromised away everything. I gave you the quote yesterday, Jay Carney coming out and saying, oh, if there's one thing the American people know, it's that President Obama compromises. Yeah, that's right. And you're at 24% on the deficit. As far as approval. What happened? I thought you was going to be at 80%. I thought it was going to be at 90% because you're three-dimensional chess. Where's it going? Rook to bishop 3, or whatever the hell they say. Okay? What happened? It turns out you don't know what you're doing. Agreeing with Republicans is a terrible idea. And people don't respect you for it. Why am I angry? First of all, for all the obvious reasons. Second of all, did you just see the stuff I did on Rick Perry? That guy could easily become the next president of the United States because we have a Democratic president who can't get his head out of you-know-where to figure out that you're supposed to oppose them. You're not supposed to agree with them. That you won because you were a progressive with the big, you remember the word you put out on all your goddamn placards? It was change. Change, because we wanted to change from what the Bush guys did. We wanted to change from what the Republicans did. We didn't want you to change from being a Democrat to a Republican. Three-dimensional chess, my ass. You don't know what you're doing. Actually do what you promised. Be a real progressive. And if you do start tomorrow, you barely might be able to turn it around for the election. Otherwise, you're going to lose, and we're going to have, God help us, an insane president like Rick Perry or Mitt Romney. God help us all, man. I'm done with this.
We are wearing awesome t-shirts today. It's not as obvious as it should be.
Yeah, this is...
It's a matador, matador. I wanted a shirt that looked cute and was comfortable, and this was it. But unfortunately, the logo isn't large enough. It's very silky and soft. Do you feel the softness?